Janji is a running apparel brand with a conscience. Not only do their clothes work just as well on the run as they do on the road, Janji is dedicated to expanding access to clean water worldwide. And here is their winter running collection. .17 miles, 9 minutes, 2 seconds per mile, and 140 beats per minute today, going for a foggy and relatively warm winter run along the lakefront here in Chicago, giving me a chance to test out the winter running collection from Janji. Now, before I give you my thoughts on these pieces, I do want to go over some disclosures. The pieces that you're going to see me talking about today were pieces that were sent to me for the purpose of review. However, no one's paying me to make this video or to use these clothes, and no one's going to get a chance to preview any of my footage or my thoughts before you guys get a chance to see this video on YouTube. So with that disclosure out of the way, let's talk about the winter running collection from Janji. First, let's talk about the Runterra Bio long sleeve. I have the version that has been designed by Christian Gehring, who is a ultra runner and an artist, and he designed this series called Cosmic Runner. And you can get this shirt with this Cosmic Runner design, as you can get a couple of the short sleeves and some other pieces from Janji with those same Cosmic Runner designs, or you can get them in a variety of other colors as well. It's a really fantastic layering piece, or if it's warmer, I probably could have gotten away with wearing just this shirt and some gloves out for my run today. And that's because of the materials that they have in it. It's 70% cotton and 30% polyester, but that polyester isn't just like a regular polyester like in a tech tee. It's 37.5 or 37.5. I'm not sure exactly how to say it. It's 37.5 poly, which is a special kind of polyester that's blended with volcanic ash into the fibers. That does a couple of things. Volcanic ash is, I think, kind of like charcoal, so it helps with keeping things from smelling bad, making it a little bit more eco-friendly, or at least laundry friendly, but also it helps with, while you're running, regulating heat and moisture. So that's why I think it's really good keeping the heat in if you're going to use it as your only layer. But if you're going to use it as a layering piece, it helps it so that it doesn't get too clammy. It's a pretty fantastic material that is very comfortable but still very technical. And I think the best way to describe this tee is that it's a running technical long sleeve that doesn't feel like a running technical long sleeve because of the fact that it has a lot of that cotton in it too. It still is very comfortable for all day wear, and it has a raglan design, and so that means that the seams are off the shoulders, so that way it makes it a little bit more comfortable for all day wear. And like a lot of the stuff that Janji makes, it's really great as a travel piece because you get kind of like multiple wears out of it and multiple uses out of one piece, so you're not packing quite as much. Next, I want to talk about some socks that Janji sent to me. Now, Janji, I don't think normally makes socks, but they've made some in collaboration with Balega and Christian Gehring to make some Cosmic Runner socks. So you have a similar Cosmic Runner logo on the top of the foot, plus you've got some of these plus sign type of designs that Christian Gehring has been using for his work in collaboration with Janji, putting them into these Balega socks. I have these like low cut socks, which are nice and comfy, as well as I have the crew socks, which I've been really enjoying. I love the look of them. And the thing I like about these, they do stay up on the ankle really nice and tall without being too tight. These are just right. So I've been really enjoying wearing these, and I absolutely love the design. Next, let's talk about the jacket that I was wearing today. This is the Thermal Zephyr jacket. It's lined with Primaloft Gold Arctic insulation, which is made out of 40% recycled material. It's super lightweight and very, very packable. The insulation is only in parts where you want to make sure they stay warm, but other parts, like on the back of the jacket, don't have any insulation in them at all. So that way it allows some excess heat to escape out the back. It's also got a slightly water resistant finish, so that way it can handle some light rain or mistiness that's out there. Like today, for example, it was pretty much like running through a cloud. It was so foggy out, and so it helps keep that level of moisture off. Plus, if it had started raining, I think you'd still be fine. Like a downpour, this might not be enough, but for those times where you're gonna be traveling in the winter, and again, you need a piece where you might layer it, you might wear just this piece, I think this is gonna really work out. Because this jacket is so lightweight, there aren't a lot of pockets. There is one internal pocket here with a zipper, so you could put something like your hotel key or your key card, or maybe like a very thin wallet. Along the bottom hem, there are little bungee cords, so you can tighten it in case you want to keep a little bit more heat in. Underneath that jacket today, I wore this Merino mock crew neck top. I'm really loving the fit of this. It's super soft and extremely thin as well. Again, just like the thermal Zephyr, it's one of those sneaky warm pieces. It's so lightweight. When you initially put it on, you're thinking, this isn't going to be enough for me to wear on a day, even if it's not that cold. Like today, it was like right around the 40-degree mark. But this Merino plus the thermal Zephyr, and I was sweating. I was definitely overdressed on the day. I think that this is something that I could take into the 30s and even into the 20s, just these two pieces as my layering pieces and going for a run and being very comfortable, even on an easy run like today. So as far as the composition of this repeat merino long sleeve, it's 47% merino wool, 38% of that 37.5 material with the volcanic ash, and 15% nylon. So it's stretchy, it's functional as a running material, and also with the merino and with that 37.5 material, it's definitely going to help keep some of that stink off. So again, you're going to be able to get multiple wears, multiple uses out of this piece before you have to put it in the laundry. Or again, if you're traveling, it's going to be really useful because then you'll be able to use it multiple times and just bring one piece rather than multiple for your trip. Next, let's talk about the hat I was wearing for today. This is the Zephyr Trail Runner cap. It's extremely lightweight, but still provides UPF of 25, so you get a little bit of that sun protection. It's got a bungee at the back in case you need to cinch it down a little bit or adjust the fit, and it's just extremely packable, extremely lightweight. It's gonna dry super fast if you're getting it wet in the summertime or if you're sweating in it, so another very functional piece. Something else that Janji sent was this neck gaiter, which I'm super excited about because it has this special kind of like performance fleece. And this is my favorite kind of fleece for really cold weather running materials because it's got this like grid pattern. And what the grid does is it allows a lot of moisture and heat to escape when you have too much of it, but the fleece helps keep a lot of that heat in when you want to keep it in. This has a bungee cord in the back so that you put it on, you cinch the bungee cord in the back, and then it stays tight up on the face, keeping everything nice and covered and warm. And then it has a nice long neck so that it could fit underneath your jacket. This has been really comfortable for me to wear. My other favorite neck gaiter for really cold winter running is made out of very similar materials, but I haven't seen other brands bringing that material back for neck gaiters. I'm so excited to see that Janji has been using in this, and I feel like this is going to be the one that I reach for every time that I see it clean in the laundry, because this is the one that I think is going to perform best in those super cold temperatures. Now let's talk about some tights. We got the Groundwork Tight, which is in a color that is a little bit of a departure from things that I tend to like, but I kind of like the color. Sometimes I look at these pants and depending on the light, I think they're brown. Sometimes I think that they're purple. Other times I think that they're like a kind of a fuchsia or pink. I'm not really sure what color they are, but for me, it's working. And the reason why it's working is, one, because of the Janji Tight material. It's very compressive. I really like the fit. Definitely keeps me warm, but also stays out of the way. So if I want to take these for a workout, I think these certainly could. You got some reflective accents along the back of the ankle, but the main other feature other than the tights themselves is the pockets. So you've got one big pocket with a little bit of a divide that you get to from like each side along the back. That's big enough to fit a phone inside. And then on each side that there's two pockets. And then what they've done is when there's one deeper pocket that goes really far down, big enough for a phone, and then there's a shorter, shallower pocket on the side. Now, I love the fact that they've got multiple pockets on each side, so that way you could fit lots of gels, like if you want to take this out for a really long workout, or if you wanted to use them for a winter long race, then you could stuff all your gels in the pants and not have to worry about where you're going to stow everything. These are the Groundwork Tight, and I've been definitely loving running in these. Probably my favorite of all the things that they sent me is this Transit Tech Pant. I don't know what the color is officially called on this. I don't remember, but it's like a copper color to me, like a golden, orange, earth tone that I'm absolutely loving. The material on these pants make them fantastic to wear around, especially if you're traveling and you want to just be comfortable, or if you want to take them for a run. The pants can kind of do it all. They've got a little bit of a cuff along the bottom, and it's got a little bit of a reflective accent as far as the Janji logo. For pockets, there's two main pockets, kind of like regular pants pockets, but then there's also this kind of secret pocket that's kind of moves a little bit further backwards. That's a nice place to stow like things like a small wallet, or if you got a couple of cards that you need to put in the pants, that's a really great place to put those. These also have drawstrings so that you can tighten them if you need to cinch up that fit. They're roomy through the thigh, and then they get a little bit tapered towards the ankle, starting up at the knee. So a really great runner's fit, and ultimately great for lounging around, wearing around, or running around. Whatever you need to do, these pants I think can do it, and I just absolutely love the color. And last, let's talk about some gloves. The Vortex Wind Block gloves. I've been absolutely loving these. They are a fleece glove on the inside with touchscreen sensitive areas on some of the fingertips, and then there is a water resistant shell along the outside. When I first got these, it did not look like these were going to be warm enough at all, but these have been doing surprisingly well. They're maybe not my warmest winter running mittens that I have ever, but I do think that they are a very capable winter running mitten. And for those of you who don't need double gloves and hand warmers in the winter like I do, this may be all the winter glove that you ever need. So that's everything that Janji sent for their winter collection. If you have any questions about any of the items that I talked about today, please feel free to put a question in the comments down below, or better yet, feel free to stop by the live stream that I do Monday through Friday right here on YouTube. I'd love to talk to you guys in the chat. That's all I have for today, everybody. Thanks so much for making it all the way to the end of the video. Hopefully you guys are staying safe out there on your runs, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yo, what's going on?